Alright, I know I said I was gonna continue tomorrow, but I just got lost at the time, so I thought I'm gonna continue this Let's Play, or at least up until the steel cage on the weekends, and seeing as it is now the weekend, here I am again. I see someone else has posted some more questions, so that's nice. Kanina Connor has posted again. Another large bunch, so that'll be interesting to get through as we continue to play as Bomberman. I did defeat the last tag team match that I had trouble with Triple H and Ric Flair with Jericho as my tag partner, so we're continuing on from that. Should be anyway. I'll try and see how much I get done. This could be like an occurring thing every weekend until I get up to the steel cage. And of course, if any of you want me to go further than that, like do the whole thing, then I will. It'll just come every weekend, because that'll be the only time I get some proper recording time for anything. Which may mean the ASF will get a little bit more delayed, but not that much. I'm still having as much time as possible to work on that, of course. Apart from the stuff I'm doing now. Right, we don't need to, so yeah, let's continue. I'm going to have a look at my first question while Triple H signs a death warrant. What, that's what I picked up? How many times do you usually have to do a match before you get it right? Well, sometimes I can get it completely perfect, so that's once. I give you an example of No Mercy, the event I did there. Every match kind of went really well right from the get-go, which was really amazing. I was like, whoa, that was good. Like I said last time, you can skip all this if you want, but I'll just go through it. But yeah, sometimes it can take up to usually I have a margin of 6. If it takes 6 without crashing, crashes are unacceptable, they'll be erased from the list. But if there's 6 attempts, and after that I'll just say if I want the right person to win, then we'll just stick with that match. Lucky number 7, as they say. So yeah, it's 6 minimal. I will leave it to, because that can take forever. So it's 1 to 6 or 7. Unless it crashes, then it takes a little bit more. It's always very hard to tell. La-di-da. Oh, you're pointing directly in my face. Don't poke his eye out. It's a big eye. Should not be hindered. I don't know which one to marry first. I should make my own script for this thing. Hilarious. Yeah, I luckily did do that tag team match, but it wasn't easy. I don't know what made it so super duper, and Bischoff's now making a mess. What's the problem, Eric? The problem is I trashed the place. I really should be talking over this, but I have nothing to talk about. It's weird seeing Bischoff in the WWE, seeing as he's now in Impact Wrestling. being an ass to his son. I knew that was his son before he even mentioned anything about being his son. I'm going to look at another question before I get into that. What match have you made that turned out to be the most perfect through your eyes? It'd have to be one from No Mercy. I think I've said before, Bar versus Astroff. There wasn't much there, but it turned out to be a really good match at the end of it because of the stuff in it. That glitch at the start with the clothesline was epic. I just had to leave that in. It's like clothesline, wham, they go out. But otherwise, I kind of did like straying from that event, because I'm going to try and avoid that one because that one was practically perfect in every way. That was the Mary Poppins of the shows that I've done. It was perfect in every way, even though she isn't. But we'll go into that another time. Might as well save, even if I haven't done anything. But I guess it would be an Armageddon between Luigi and Metal Sonic. I couldn't have asked for a better match with that one. I'm surprised the way it went. I knew I was gonna try and make it as epic as possible, but I didn't know it was gonna go as far as it did. But it did. So yeah, that went really well. I think that was a really good match, all in all. And certainly you can watch it back and enjoy it, because I certainly do. It's a lot of fun. Prime Suspect. I've forgotten his name now. Muhammad Hassan. My memory hasn't faded or ran away from me. We'll see how many parts I get done today. What I'm going to do is, a side different from last time, is I'm just going to record all these parts today, and then I'll upload them all, instead of doing it like I was. Even though I managed to get 7 parts in doing the other method, which was kind of cool. But I'm just going to record all these and then I'll be uploading them also. Don't ask me any additional questions for the day, because they won't get answered until next weekend. But of course there's always next weekend, unless I get to the steel cage match today, but that's highly unlikely. This will be occurring for at least another weekend. But we'll see. For no talking, these cutscenes certainly do get... I'm glad they didn't put talking in. Jeez. It's like I've run out of dialogue to say, and these guys are still going on. It's like actual watching an episode of Monday Night Raw. It's amazing. They just talk and talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. I know Impact Wrestling used to do it, and they did do it on last week's show. But that was to get a lot of... no, they did it on the first show after Bound for Glory. God, there was a lot of talking. I think the first half an hour, if you didn't watch any of it with adverts, was talking. And this is ridiculous for a game, come on. Yeah. Sheesh. I feel sorry for you if you're actually pausing and reading all this. Really. Sorry, let's go on to another question. What event have you made that you enjoyed the most? Okay, straight away from No Mercy, because that'd be the answer. But other than that, I'd say... I enjoyed making the ASIF, because, of course, not even I knew what was going to happen because of all the votes coming in. So it was like, now this is going to happen, 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 now this is going to happen. It's like every day it changed. It's like, what's going to happen at the end of it? It was very hard to formulate, but it was very fun at the end of the day to make it all and, actually see it all come to life. All the votes and everything. So I guess that would be a favourite event to make. Go back to Mohammed Land, wherever that is. No, he's an Arab, isn't he? That's what he said. He's an Arab American. Yeah, there you go. Don't tell me I've got to face him now. It's going to be really boring. Oh, sounds fun. This game does have a fetish for steel cage matches. I'll give it that, because that seems to be the most thing you get put into. God, 10 minutes of dialogue. And that's me just skipping through it. That's got to be bad. 10 minutes worth of skipping dialogue and loading and saving. That's terrible. Finally, we're going to get into a match. Yes, I have got to face him. Lovely. Let's just fulfill another question before I do that. How did you get introduced to Connor? Long story. I'll try and cut it short. Well, me and Kanina have known each other for some time, and of course she's in contact with Connor. And when Star left, I obviously needed a replacement GM, otherwise I won't be able to do the current storyline that I was planning to do at this current point, which I didn't know was going to take so long, but I definitely needed a replacement general manager, or co-general manager. So I was looking around, looking for ideas, and she came up with, why don't you use Connor? And so I asked Connor, and yeah, she was quite willingly happy, seeing as she's almost kind of a wrestling fan herself. But yeah, she's been very helpful. So don't hate her, all you haters out there. There probably are some haters. Without a doubt. I'm guaranteed. Let's try and finish this match before this part ends, seeing as we have too much blinking talking. I hate your face. So yeah, and Kana gave me the design for her character and everything. So that's why it looks slightly different from a picture. But I'd say it looks true to her. I don't know how I slipped up just then. Ugh. But yeah, I definitely need a replacement general manager, seeing as Star left. I'm not going to say how Star left, but I need a word with her actually. Let's just give him one of these. Oh, maybe not. Let's give him one of them instead then, and go for a finish. And we should be done. Haha. And I can wrap it up nicely. I hate winning by knockout. They've turned all the knockout on these matches, although it is handy sometimes. Well, that was no hard feat. Oh yeah, we're rolling along. Brillianto. Yeah, this probably will go into next week, so if anyone still wants any questions, you know the topic to go. I'll probably put a link in the description here. So if you want to ask me anything still, it's open for business still. So go ahead, because I'll probably be doing this next weekend. In the time that I have. But don't worry, I am still working on the show and everything during the week, and obviously yesterday as well. So you're not going to miss out on anything. I'm doing as much as possible and doing this as a side thing, which I could do more of, but we'll go into that. And I will come into the next part in a moment, so I'll see you then.